Why don't we go next to Vincent from Montreal? Vincent, welcome.
Thank you, David. Sir.
And
So
Vincent, we've got you
recently,
cranked up all the way, and I can barely hear you. So definitely try to
uh,
speak up.
is that better?
That's marginally better.
Okay. So recently, I had a experience at work concerning the war in Ukraine,
Hmm,
and I had a coworker that which kind of falls for, I would say, like right wing like narratives, I guess you would say.
sure.
So I guess what my question is how would you deal with someone who's kind of fallen for right wing kind of news that just believes everything other people say and
I
nothing
think
that them.
with someone like that, you have to start just by getting them to maybe question their beliefs and where they're getting their information. So, like, give me an example of what he comes and says to you. Like, what's a belief he
So
said?
I mean, he was saying like complete bunker stuff about how like like the bio labs in Ukraine and stuff I've never heard before, like how Zelensky was somehow installed by Putin and
Mm.
really bunker stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think if someone came to me with that, and Sam Harris has talked about the fact that it's really hard dealing with these people sometimes because they might like present you with 10 different things and you might only know about 8 of them. So then like 2 of those things that they say hang out there and you've been unable to rebut them, and it can sort of become a problem. As Sam Harris describes it, it's you can easily set a bunch of small fires and it can be difficult to put all of them out. But what I would say is something along the lines of, oh, Putin handpicked Zelensky. Got it. Where did you hear that? Where did you learn that? And presumably they would say, oh, I saw it on X or Y or something along those lines. And then you could say, oh, is that a trustworthy news source? And then they might say, yeah, I think it is. And you say, well, why do you think it's trustworthy? How do you know if a news source is trustworthy? And I would just, it's a very long process, Vincent, but I would open it with something like that.
Yeah, especially when I try to confront them about where they get their news source and how it sounds a little questionable.
Yeah.
I'm like so like with these people in particular, I'm just shrugged off as like, oh well, you don't know anything. So it's kind of hard to have a good faith conversation with
It
these
is
people.
hard. It is hard. And if that's the case, I would back up even further and I would go, okay, so it doesn't sound like you're ready to talk about whether a news source is trustworthy yet. Let's back up a little bit. How do you think that people who disagree about something can have a good conversation and get them to like back up to that if you have to and get them to say, well, I think we should avoid personal attacks, not interrupt each other. Maybe you get them to establish something like that, but I'm not going to pretend this is easy, Vincent. This is really tough with some of these people. They've been so propagandized that it is really difficult.
Okay, well, that answers my question perfectly.
All right, Vincent from Montreal, thank you so much for the call. We're going to take a very quick break, but I'm going right back to Discord after the break. So if you still want to talk to me, and why would you? No, if you still want to talk to me, just hang on Discord and we'll get right to you.